Hi everyone, it's me Sanchari and welcome back to my channel and a new video. Hope you all are doing well. In today's video, I'm going to share my review and first impression on NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. If you all must have seen my Nykaa haul video, I have picked up this foundation during that time and I got it at a very steal deal because I picked it up at 50% off and paid rupees 650 only, which was a very steal deal. So if you guys are interested to know my thoughts about this, then please stay tuned till the end of this video. Before we jump into this video, I would like to put you a disclaimer that sorry for my dull face. I have viral fever and I'm going through a very tough time. So yes, because I have lot of contents lying in front of me and I wanted to put makeup on and feel good about it. So that is why I am sitting in front of the camera and doing this video. So please excuse my dull face and bear with me. So this is how the inner packaging looks like. It comes in a glass bottle with a glass dropper and you get just 13 ml of quantity, which is very less than the standard foundation quantity. The price that you pay and the quantity that you get is too much of a big difference. So on the packaging it is mentioned that if you need a sheer coverage, just 2 drops, medium coverage 3 drops and full coverage 4 drops. So we will begin with 2 drops because I really don't mind having a sheer coverage, and if we want we can definitely build it up to a medium one. But let's see how sheer coverage looks on my skin tone. If you still have never watched my video, let me tell you guys that I have a dry combination skin. I get oily on my T-zone during summers and very dry skin during winters. I have already moisturized my face, so I'll use a Milani Supercharged Dewy Primer on one side of my face and e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer on the other side of my face, just to see how it performs on two different primers. So I have already done a review on Milani Supercharged Dewy Primer and also a comparison video of Milani Supercharged Dewy Primer with Maybelline Dewy Primer. If you guys still haven't watched that video, I would request you all please go and watch. I think it will be very helpful for you. This is how the primer looks on my skin. I will not get into any detail in this video because this is specially we are focusing on the NYX foundation. On the right side of my face, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Now you all must have known the hype by now how this primer actually works. So yes, and it is one of my holy grail. I just love how it sits on my skin, and yes, I'll give few seconds for the primer to seep inside my skin and then we will start with the application process. Alright you guys, so I'm back again and I've given at least 3 to 4 minutes for the primer to set into my skin. Now let's start with the application process. So we will start with the 2 drops on each side of my face. 1 and 2. I hope that is enough. So one side of my face I'll use a sponge and the other side I'll use a brush. So for my right hand side I'll use this microfiber sponge and let me grab my mirror and just blend out this foundation. So this is how my face looks with the sponge. Now let's go with the brush. So again I'm going to take 2 drops. You have seen that I have taken altogether 4 drops, 2 on my cheeks and 1 on my forehead and my chin. So I'll do the same on this side also. I think I've taken little too much on this side, and now we are going to blend this side of my face with a brush. Alright, so this is how my skin looks with the sponge and the brush, and clearly you can see that this side has got more coverage than the sponge side. Obviously the sponge have soaked up a little more product than the brush, and if you want a very full coverage and if you want to save your product, then I would suggest that brush should do the job for you, because I cannot see any kind of streaky marks once I have blended the foundation into my skin. Now let me complete the full face of makeup and I'll come back and let you guys know how rest of the product blended on top of this foundation. So I will catch you soon. Alright you guys, so I'm back with my full face of makeup on. Now let me give you points one by one what I felt while working with this foundation. First, let me tell you the shade that I picked up was Golden Honey, and it has got a neutral warm undertone which looks good on my skin tone. On my skin tone, warm, golden or neutral both works fine, and yes, I think it is a right shade match for me. I have watched couple of videos. Anyways, now let's come to the finish of the foundation. As you all have seen that I have used a dewy primer on the left hand side and a matte primer on the right hand side. Dewy one looks more radiant and the matte one looks matte, and with the brush I got a very nice good coverage. So this has a very nice demi matte finish and it feels very lightweight on the skin. You will not know that you are wearing a foundation, that too a very good coverage one, because this is not going to make your face look patchy or cakey at the end of the day. I have not worn it for long hours, so I cannot claim on that how the lasting power is, but today I've got some work to do, so I have to go outside and do some errands. I will come back and let you guys know how it feels on the skin and how the makeup lasted on my skin. So you can see that I'm sweating profusely, but the foundation is still holding up on my skin. I cannot see the foundation is running off. It is not melting off my face. So by this we can come to know that it is quite a long wearing one. Overall, if you tell me, I'm really loving this foundation. It is very lightweight, giving me a very nice radiant look, because I've used a dewy primer on this side, and also on this side I can see a demi matte finish which is not too bad. So yes, this is my absolute recommendation, and if you guys are still looking out for a good foundation, then you should check out the NYX Total Control Drop foundation. Alright you guys, so I'll take your leave now. This is it for today's video. Hope you found the content helpful and informative. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn the bell button on. Please support a small YouTuber. We all need exposure, and I can just request you to help my channel grow. And if you want, you can follow me on my social media handles, whose link I have mentioned it in the description box. Come and say hi. If you can have any kinds of doubts and queries, ask me there and I'll try to resolve them. I will see you soon with my next one. Till then, bye bye, take care.